at Gillette Stadium. Ashland is the Super Bowl champion of Division VI and the winner of the Aganis Trophy.
Hello everyone and welcome to Ashland Girls Varsity Basketball on WACA. Tonight's matchup features the visiting Norwood Mustangs and your Ashland Clockers. I'm Josh Abrams, joined tonight by Daniel Vetstein. And Daniel, you and I both announced basketball games this season, but I think this is the first one we're announcing together.
It has been. It's been a little crazy that this is the first being so late in both seasons.
Well, we're already underway here. Clockers controlling the ball. 3-ball attempt goes wide. Loose ball for a moment, but Norwood comes away with it, and here come the Mustangs. Quickly feeding inside. Layup is good for Ellen Baranowski, forward freshman for the Mustangs. They're going to dial up the pressure right away, the full court press. Nico breaks it. Clockers working around the perimeter. No Abby Deaver tonight. Nico tries to feed Layla Grady. Loose ball there in front of the Norwood bench.
Yeah, interesting enough, the past two games for the Clockers, they were down players, but put up great fights in both of those games. Just fell short by a couple of points in both of them, the last home game being against Westwood. They lost by 4 points and went down to the very last play. Here's Grady for three. That one a little bit too far. Thompson with the rebound, but it's going to be gathered up by Cordani.
So Clockers come in tonight at 3-12, but as you mentioned, Daniel, close games these last three losses, 5 points or less.
Yeah, and these teams pretty much have flip-flop records, with the Clockers being 36 in the power rankings for D2 and Norwood being second.
Okay, Clockers break again. Thompson feeds inside for a streaking Grady, but shot doesn't fall. Out of bounds off the Clockers. Norwood will inbound. 6:31 to go in the first quarter. Clockers down 4-0. It's all 4 points Daniel scored by Ellen Baranowski. And that's going to be a matchup to watch. He's already matching up with Ava Vitti down low. And so far has had the best of Vitti. We'll see how this one plays out. Good defensive pressure there by the Clockers, forcing a turnover near midcourt. And they'll inbound. That's Grady, Layla Grady inbounding here for the Clockers.
Yeah, we're going to see you Stars taking the ball up a bunch. That natural left hand this time accidentally goes off of the knee. Scooped up by the Mustangs.
There they go, trying to feed inside to Baranowski. This one a little too far and out of bounds. So Clockers will inbound under their own basket. Norwood pulling back on the pressure. No full court. I spoke too soon here. Kind of a late full court press. Nico's going to dribble out, has open player, teammate. But Norwood pressure forced a turnover, and here comes Cordani driving in. Doesn't get it to fall, but it'll go out of bounds, stay Norwood ball. 5:53 to go now in the first quarter.
And that's one of the couple weaknesses for this Clockers team. They've had trouble inbounding all season. They've gotten it going a little bit better with Nico Eustars handling her dribbles.
Reach and called there on Vanessa Thompson. That'll be her first, team's first. But you're right, Dan. I mean, it's not just that one area. I mean, I've just seen, obviously it's not a great record, 3-12 on the season, but the amount of progress and improvement we've seen from this Clocker team over the course of the season has been very impressive.
Cordani up and in for her first basket of the game. And Eustars looking to bring it up with the double team. Here's Thompson giving it up in the corner to Grady. Sidesteps and pops the three. This one will go in.
Terrific play by Layla there. Set her feet, squared up, shot fell. Nice job. 6-2 now, Mustangs early on here in Clocktown.
Murad spinning around, guarded by Thompson. Kicks out to Cordani. Ari Blake driving in. Good hands by Eustars to take the ball away. And then Grady forcing a double team, rips the ball away before they can call the jump ball.
Yeah, refs are letting them play tonight. Vitti with a quick 3. Bucket. We see Ava more of a presence in the low post, but she's not afraid to fire from long distance. 3-ball good there for Vitti. Clocker suddenly down only by 1. Baranowski's layup goes wide. Out of bounds, it'll stay Mustang ball. From where we're sitting, it looks like Maranowski has probably a 2 to 3 inch height advantage on Vitti, and that's why they keep feeding her down low.
Yeah, it's definitely significant enough. Cordani driving inside to the right of Layla. And then they'll call it jump ball. That was Baranowski fighting inside the post with it.
Well, that could have been 3 different calls. It could have been a foul on Vitti, it could have been a jump, could have been an up and down. And the call is jump ball. So Norwood gets the arrow. They'll inbound under the Clocker basket. 4:23 to go. Mustangs up 6-5. Grady takes a seat on the bench. And that's Thela Lemos who's come in for the Clockers. That 3-ball attempt goes wide. Allie Wilson couldn't come down with the rebound, so Norwood holds on to it. Good ball handling here by Ava Morad. She drives right in, lefty layup, no good. Rebound, Baranowski, and it falls. So 6 points now, 6 of the 8, in fact, for the Mustangs by Ellen, number 55 there for the Mustangs. Nico dribbles out of the full court press. Thompson stops, pops off the mark, but rebound, Lemos, and 1. Great positioning by Lemos to grab that foul, grab that rebound, gets the foul and the hoop.
Yeah, through the past couple games, Tyler Lemos has really been putting the work in on those offensive rebounds, regaining some of those very, very important possessions for the Clockers, and gets an and 1 here. Finishes the old-fashioned 3-point play, and Lemos on the board.
And we've got a tie game. 3:40 to go in the first quarter.
Baranowski, a handoff inside the lane, rebounds and gets her own finish. She's going to be a force to stop in this one, Josh.
And surprisingly, just a freshman.
Vitti once more for 3. This one a little bit to the left.
Norwood on the fast break. Nico, good hands again. May have a future with Allstate, the good hands people. Nico, wide pass there for Lemos. Nice save, but Baranowski ends up with it. Norwood will dribble out.
Morad hits the floor. Offensive rebound for the Mustangs. Kicks it back out to Morad driving. The floater rolls out, and it will end up Clocker ball.
Huge break for the Clockers there, as Norwood brings in a couple of subs, and Abby Rosenfeld checking in now for the Clockers. Lemos heads to the bench. Merloni also checks in for the Clockers, so a couple of fresh guards here for the Clockers.
Yep, and Baranowski just subbed out, so Vitti might be able to get some work in the paint now.
She's already looking for the ball, and a travel violation called on Abby. Just one Abby tonight, so it'll be a little easier for us.
It was even harder last year when we had 2 Thompsons.
Right. So Norwood with the ball. They've got a 10-8 lead, 2:25 to go in the first quarter. Got a foul on the floor here. That one's going to get called on Allie Wilson, her first, team's second.
Morad thought about the 3, now taking it. That's Becker instead of Morad.
Okay, air ball by the Mustangs. Clocker ball. I want to remind our live audience here on YouTube, Daniel and I are monitoring the live feed here and the live chat. So if you want to drop us a line, give a shout out, let us know your favorite player, or perhaps where you're watching from. Again, we always enjoy learning about the extent of Clocker Nation coast to coast and around the world. Here's a foul on the floor against Norwood. That one's called against Isabella Morgan, her first. Clockers will inbound under the Norwood basket. Wilson to Vitti. Merloni feeding back to Vitti. Forced turnover here, and here come the Mustangs.
Good hands by Thompson. She gets really good amount of steals all game, but has trouble with that right there, but gets it to go. The fast break layups have been a problem with her in the past, but that one goes in.
So we've got a timeout on the floor as the Clockers surprisingly have a game going here, 10-10, with 1:42 to go in the first quarter. Daniel, I like a lot of what I've seen so far tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, it's really interesting. The Clockers, just like the past two games, been able to keep up with teams that have better records than them. It's just showing that the work and commitment that they put in with the season, and just Nico Eustaris and all the younger athletes getting stronger and stronger as the season goes on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, again, they're really forcing the pace of play here. They've been able to successfully break presses that we've seen them struggle with in the past. So looking forward to seeing how this one turns out tonight. Also, I just want to mention tonight's game, sponsored in part by Townhouse Pizza and Roast Beef. Personally, I love their roast beef sandwiches, but be sure to fill up with the Buffalo Chicken Calzone that's been called one of the best in the area. Located at 300 Elliott Street in Ashland, give them a call at 508-881-3010 or find them on the web at townhousepizzaroastbeef.com. Dana, did you have a chance to sample the Townhouse Pizza before the game?
I did, yep. Great as always.
Yeah, we always appreciate them helping us out. And also want to thank tonight's crew, Jeff Hall, Brady Montesino. Good to have you guys tonight. And I think we have Luis Miranda here as well. Play back underway here, first quarter action, minute and a half to go. Successful pass over the top of Vitti. Baranowski, they're going to have to find a way to slow her down. She has 10 points now, 10 of the Mustang 12 points so far tonight.
Thompson picks up her dribble, gets it out to Abby. Back out to Thompson. Thompson for the three, good.
She had time, she had clear view, and she drained the three. So 5 points for Vanessa early on here in the first quarter.
Baranowski kicks it back out. Here's Becker. Eustaris guarding. The three is good.
So Mo Larkey answers right back on the board with a three of her own. Final 42 seconds left here in the first quarter. Clockers down by 2.
Thompson dribbling into a trap.
Abby there to rescue. Wild pass corralled by Merloni. Thompson gets a hard forearm in the back, and that'll be a foul. So Merloni will inbound right here in front of us at midcourt. Got a quick substitution by the Mustangs as Cordani checks back in. Merloni will be inbounding further down. Pass intercepted by Larkey. One-on-one with Nico, who fouls on the way to the hoop.
And that's been another one of their struggles, not just bringing the ball up the court, but the inbounds as well. In that Westwood game, they had a chance to tie the game and instead gave it right back to the Wolverines, and they won.
Okay, CeCe Becker inbounds, finds the cutter, who gets the bounce. Gonna give that one to CeCe Becker.
Ten seconds left on the clock. Eustaris dribbling to that right, and a foul will be called. That'll go on Cordani.
Vitti for three, off the mark. Loose ball picked up by Rosenfeld. Layup doesn't fall, and we run out of time. And that'll end the first quarter with the Clockers down 17-13. So a lot to like there in the first quarter, Daniel. Again, some trouble with the inbound passes, and Clockers need to figure out a way to stop Baranowski. Other than that, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's been really fun watching these two teams clash. And We'll be back in just a moment. We're going to have a quick word from our sponsors, Townhouse Pizza, Roast Beef, and Marathon Deli.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Townhouse. Pizza, subs, roast beef, and more. Be sure to fill up with the Buffalo Chicken Calzone that's been called one of the best in the area. Located at 300 Elliott Street in Ashland, give them a call at 508-881-3010 or find them on the web at townhousepizzaroastbeef.com.
And welcome back to WACA live coverage of Ashland girls basketball. Clockers down 17-13 as we start the second quarter, but have possession. Nico drives in, dishes off to Wilson. Back up top to Vitti. She's already fired twice from three-point land. Wheeling and dealing. Tries to get the shot off, gets called for a travel instead.
Difficult. She had Baranowski right where she wanted her, went up with the shot, but despite the outcome, it's going to be a turnover. Nice fadeaway shot from Larkey. That gives her 5 for the night.
Okay. Nico brings the ball up here for the Clockers, going to drive right on in. Baranowski just stops her. Here come the Mustangs. That was just a complete height mismatch there. That three ball's off the mark, but rebound by Norwood. Larkey puts it in. She's quickly up to 7 points now. Clocker deficit down to 8, and Coach Patrick Leslie calls a quick timeout as that deficit is doubled from the half. Sorry, from the end of the first quarter. So I know you just saw the commercials, but just a reminder, tonight's game sponsored in part by Marathon Deli. They offer a full range of lunch and dinner items to eat in or take out, along with many catering options, perfect for office meetings or parties at home. Check out their menu online at marathondeli.com, then call in your order at 508-231-1859. Little insider's tip, they post daily specials on Facebook. They're right on 135 in Ashland and open weekdays 10 to 7. Danny, you been over there to the marathon?
I've been a couple times, yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's your go-to meal? I was gonna say go-to wrap. I don't want to influence your answer there too much.
I don't know. There's so many good options.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I always enjoy. I like the Thai chicken wrap.
Yeah.
A little spicy. I like the Cape Cod because a good chicken salad. So yeah, but you're absolutely right. A lot of good options there. You're never disappointed at Marathon Deli. So, getting ready to start back up here off the timeout. Just a quick player check into the game right now for the Clockers. You've got Allie Wilson, Tyla Lemos, Ava Vitti, Nico Eustaris, and Layla Grady. Nico with the ball, feeding Vitti. Norwood in a tough 2-3 zone right now. Nico dribbling furiously, looking for help. Over to Grady. Lemos drives baseline, back out to Vitti. That's a 2 if it falls. Wide of the mark, rebound Clockers, back up top. Trying to feed Vitti again. Wheeling, tries to get that shot off. It's off the top of the backboard and out of bounds.
Yeah, Vitti's gonna have a hard time going if she can't switch off of Baranowski.
Okay, Morad brings the ball up for Norwood. Drives to the left side, can't get it to fall. Baranowski there to clean it up. That one doesn't fall. Loose ball. Lemos comes up short, battling for it. Trying to feed inside to Baranowski. Back up top at the foul line. That one doesn't fall. Clockers really need a rebound here pretty badly. Baranowski draws the foul. I think that one's going to go against Allie Wilson. See how they put that one up on the board. Okay, my mistake. Layla Grady got called for that one, her first. Baranowski gets that first foul shot to fall. So all field goals in the first quarter. Foul shot here to start the second.
Yeah, she's got half of the Mustangs' points so far in this game. That one goes in and out, rebounded by Grady. Quickly up goes Eustaris past half court. Wilson. Vidi's going to shoot the three off the catch.
Yeah, looked like she went up a little awkwardly. I don't know if she went off the wrong foot or what, but yeah, it led to an air ball. 5:55 to go in the half. Clockers down by 9.
And she's getting a little bit rattled. She knows she can't work inside like she normally can.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Vanessa read that beautifully with the steal going in. Heavily guarded, gets the layup and drops it. So 7 points now for Vanessa Thompson. She's having herself a night. Already, what, 2 or 3 steals?
Yeah,
7
I think
points?
that's 2 steals so far. She usually gets around 8 a game, maybe even like 6.5 if she's really doing good. Five minutes left to play in the first half. Eustaris trying to go to work on Morad. Grady driving on that left side, and it'll go off of her knee. Good hands.
Yeah, she was about to dribble right into a triple team there, battling the zone. So 5:02 to go now. Norwood inbounds.
Connell looking inside, the good turnaround layup.
I think that one they're gonna get Abby Rosenfeld on the foul on that one, going after the loose ball, going for the rebound. So first foul for her. Norwood resets top of the key. It's Mo Larkey feeding inside. Morad can't get it to fall. Another rebound for a moment captured by Norwood, but the Clockers end up with it. Rosenfeld brings it up court. She likes to go left, feeds it inside to Thompson. Back up top. She's not afraid to fire from distance either. Wilson tries to drive baseline. Back over to Abby. Abby in a little trouble in the double team. Wilson fires from 3 just off the mark. Ava Vitti with the rebound. Gets stripped. It's on loose on the floor, and we're going to get a jump ball.
Good work by Vitti to keep that one in her grasp the entire time while being double teamed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Morad inbounds to Becker. She'll bring it up.
Stolen.
Yep. Given right back. Clockers couldn't get into transition there. Norwood resets, 3 ball, off the mark. Vitti with a rebound for a moment. She got fouled hard. No call here. Grady has it. Ava rejoins the play. Vanessa drives in, off glass, no good. Rebound, Norwood. Looks like they're slowing things down a little bit. Becker with the ball now. Feeding to Morad. Loose ball. Grady has it. Can't control it. Given back to Norwood. It's probably been about 3 times tonight, Daniel, where the Clockers are able to force a turnover, but wind up turning it right back over to the Mustangs.
Yep, and Grady with another rebound, and once more gives it right back.
Yep.
Becker wants to slow things down.
Again, it's just one of the signs of a young, inexperienced team. Just, a little overeager there. Trying to feed inside, a complete mismatch down low. And the Clockers catch a break as Grace Connell, towering over Abby Rosenfeld, stepped on the baseline out of bounds. So Clockers regain possession under their own basket. Merlone is checking in for the Clockers. Ava Vitti will get a rest. So Thompson, Eustaris, Grady, Rosenfeld, Merlone, Thompson. Clockers trying to spread things out a little bit here. Merlone with the ball to Nico. That defense is following them out high. Force it out of bounds. Baranowski checks right back in. Lemos in for Grady. Thompson inbounds here for the Clockers to Nico. 2:27 to go. We're down to 10 on the shot clock. Nico looking for some help. Rosenfeld from way outside. Off the mark, no good. Merloni tried to crash the boards, but Norwood comes down with it.
There's Baranowski with 5 defenders right all around her. Able to kick it out, and then the missed 3-point shot. Merloni going down the lane. Finds Lemos. And Thompson gets the call that she wants. Going to stay Clocker's ball.
Good fast break opportunity for the Clockers there. Just couldn't convert, but they'll get to inbound under the basket. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Clockers down 24-15.
See what they can do on this inbound. They're just going to dump it off to Lemos. Back into the hands of Eustaris. Going opposite of the screen.
Maloney has kind of a sheepish smile there. I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass.
I was about to ask the same thing.
Out of bounds regardless. Norwood ball, 146 and counting. Larkey bringing the ball up for the Mustangs. Larkey drives, can't get it to fall. Clockers had the rebound for a moment, but turned over to the Mustangs.
A good defense by Lemos to force turnover there. Out of the hands of Baranowski.
I'm gonna have to see a replay. I don't know how she did it. Vitti drives in, played it well, couldn't get it to fall. Back outside to Nico, and she drains it. Oh, make it a 2. Make it a 2. I thought she was behind the line, but her first points of the night. 24-17 Mustangs. Final minute of play in the first half.
That one off the edge of the backboard. Thompson's going to bring it up with some pace.
Tried to use her momentum and put one off the glass, but couldn't get it to fall. Got a timeout called by the Clockers. 42.8 seconds left in the half. Clockers still down 24-17. Daniel, what do you think? Is it time for tonight's dad joke, or should we leave that for the second half?
Let's leave that to the second half.
I knew you'd say that. So Clockers girls' next game is this Friday at Dedham at 6 p.m. Their final home game is Monday at 6 versus Blackstone Valley Regional Votech. Daniel, you and I will have the call on that one. I understand it will also be senior night here at the gym. So I'm just looking over the roster very quickly. Just 2 seniors on this team, Vanessa Thompson and Abby Rosenfeld. So it'll be a big night for them, special night for them to celebrate their careers here in Ashland.
Well, originally 3 with Paige Tripp, but out for the season.
Right.
So what do you think of all the big news regarding the Lakers, Luka Doncic?
I gotta tell you, if every NBA general manager was stunned by that trade, who am I?
Yeah. Except Joe. He wanted nothing to do with any of it. Did you see his interview?
The GM for the...
Joe Mazzulla.
Oh, Joe Mazzulla. No.
He got called down to an interview. Second he got down, sat down, he said, I don't want to hear anything about the trades. I don't care about the trades.
Okay, Ava Vitti with a field goal there, trimming the deficit to 5 points, 30 seconds and counting here in the first half. Nora with the ball. This is Ava Morad recovering off the dribble. Got that pass into Baranowski, and she hits another one. Final 18 seconds and counting here for the Clockers. Nico carefully over center line, guarded carefully by Larkey. Swinging around Merloni for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Vitti tries to go up with it, gets stripped, looking for the foul call, doesn't get it. Thompson tipped this pass, but still completes and good for number 20, Ari Blake.
She got it off in time, so that will count.
Okay, so that lead balloons to 9 points for Norwood here at the half. It had been 4 at the end of the first quarter. So we're going to head into the break. Again, Norwood up 28-19 over your Clockers. And we'll send it back. You can catch a quick word from our sponsors. Take a break, grab a drink, whatever you got to do, and we'll see you back here for second half action.
Yeah, and as Rob Silver says, please don't go away.
Don't touch that dial. Stay tuned for more Ashland girls varsity basketball on WACA.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Marathon Deli. Marathon Deli offers a full range of lunch and dinner items for dine-in or catering. Fine cold cuts, cheeses, and meats also available, in addition to specialty wraps such as the Mayflower wrap, as well as the Honey Bee wrap. They'll be sure to get your mouth watering. Serving Metro West for over 24 years, give them a call at 508-231-1859 or find them on the web at marathondeli.com.
Welcome back for second half coverage here on WACA-TV of girls varsity basketball. The Ashland Clockers are currently down by 9 against the Norwood Mustangs. I'm Daniel Vestine. Besides me is Josh Abrams. Josh, what do the Clockers need to do to make this deficit very small and come back?
Yeah, I think it starts with mistake-free basketball. Got to, cut down on the turnovers and start hitting a few more shots. And I think they're going to be right back in this one. They proved they can hang with this team at times throughout the first half.
Yep. The two main factors for this game for the Clockers is matching up against Baranovsky, and that one right there, the turnovers.
Thompson hits the floor hard, getting fouled on the rebound. Inadvertent. Ellen Baranowski's going to get called for that one. It's her first foul. She had herself quite a first half, 13 points, leading all scorers. Clockers able to fight through some defensive pressure from Norwood. Vitti gets a wild shot off, can't get it to fall. Norwood with the rebound. This is Morad, guarded by Thompson. Morad directing traffic from the top of the key. Finds Baranowski in the lane, who then finds Larkey on the low post, gets the bucket and the foul.
It's so difficult having to guard two bigs. They're focusing so much of their attention on Baranowski. She was able to just dump that pass off to Larkey, who has 9 points so far in this game, make that 10 with the free throw.
Well, that one goes sailing out of bounds right by us. It'll be Clocker ball. Vanessa Thompson will inbound right in front of us here at midcourt. Over to Vitti. Vitti for three. Drains it. That's how Ava started her scoring in the first half. Does it again here in the second with the three ball.
Yeah, she cooled off a little bit, being guarded by Baranowski, not able to work in the post like she normally likes, so having to resort to the three, but she's able to hit them.
Thompson with another steal. Great job, brings it up herself. In the corner to Grady, fires for three, bucket. And we've got ourselves a timeout. Clockers have suddenly clawed their way back to a 6-point deficit, 31-25.
Yeah, and it's capitalizing on those open shots just like Layla Grady just did. The opportunities are going to come. The Mustangs will wear down. It's just a matter of fact if you're able to hit those open shots.
Absolutely. So they, impressive. They doubled the score here in the third quarter, 6-3. It's still 31-25 Mustangs overall, but some exciting action here for the Clockers. And this is, again, I think this has been the story, especially toward the latter part of this season, where they put together good spurts. They just need to find a way to be able to play the full game.
Yeah, and I think Pat Leslie was working great in the locker room, being able to find a method to come out blazing in the second half. And right now, he's probably talking to the team saying, don't give up, keep going. Mm-hmm. Same intensity as you just played for those last couple of points.
That was a pretty good Pat Leslie impression. And again, just a reminder to our live audience here on YouTube, we are monitoring the live feed. We're monitoring the live chat. So drop us a line if you've got a dad joke. Go ahead and share it here in chat, whatever you'd like. We can even work in a little trivia later on in tonight's game. Coming out of the timeout, Norwood inbounds under their own basket, unaccosted. Cordani brings it up. Over to Larkey, feeding quickly inside, had a cutter, couldn't get it to fall, and there's Thompson to clean the glass. Bringing it up herself, pushing it. Tries to drive in for a layup. Ball gets knocked aside out of bounds. No foul there, but it will stay Clocker ball. 29 seconds left on the shot clock. 6:19 to go in the third quarter. Inbound quickly to Vitti.
That'll be on the floor. Grace Connell, her first.
Non-shooting foul, of course, so Grady will inbound here for the Clockers. Dangerous pass, but it worked. Up top to Thompson, feeding inside to Vitti. Vitti, quick shot off, front iron, no good, but she'll head to the line to shoot two.
Another one on Connell, so 2 quick fouls for her. Early into the second half, so you gotta be careful about those fouls. See what Vitti can do for the line. First time at the stripe tonight.
But really like the intensity and the pressure that the Clockers have come out with here in the second half.
Yeah, now's the chance with Morad and Baranowski not being on the floor. Goes over 2 at the line, and great effort by Grady. Stepped out of bounds, but great effort by her to try to secure the ball back into Clocker's hands.
Becker will bring the ball up here for Norwood. Met right there at center line by Nico. Bit of a Euro step there. Larkey scores. I've got it with 5 points here in the second half.
There's Vitti backing down. That one will go off the glass. 10 points for Vitti. A good hezzy move and an easy basket for Larkey once again.
Thompson brings the ball up here for the Clockers. Heavy pressure from Larkey.
Still an 8-point game, but feels way closer. Wilson steps out of bounds. They'll call it a push out.
Oh, we got a foul on the floor. Gonna call that one on Pinnock. I didn't even see her on the floor.
Baranowski back in for the Mustangs. Good hard screen from Thompson.
Rosenfeld almost into a double team, able to get it to Thompson. Thompson with a running one-hander, no good, but draws the foul.
Yeah, well, that's what you want to see, the hard screen from Thompson, get Vitti off of Baranowski, then they just got to work on that mismatch.
Waiting for the scoreboard to let us know who that foul was on as Thompson hits the first free throw.
Back to 6.
Okay, Clockers, by the way, now in the bonus. Becker bringing the ball up. Nico guards closely. Runs into that big screen.
Good job by
Clockers,
Vitti to close that one out.
they anticipated that pass into Baranowski. Here's Vitti. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound Cordani for the Mustangs. Good help by Thompson there. They were able to kind of sandwich Baranowski. Pushing ahead to Grady. Fires quickly for 3, no good. Ball's loose. Abby Roosevelt trying to get the rebound. It looks like she just drew a foul. Oh, they're going to call it against Abby, in fact.
Her second of the game. Becker once more, up past half court. Here's Cordani. Good hands by Thompson, not able to fully win it, but it will go out of bounds and stay go Clocker's ball.
I don't know how she was able to like get a hand in, deflect it off the Mustang, and out of bounds.
It might have just been the pressure by having her nearby.
Incredible. So Clockers with the ball, they're down 6, 4:06 left in the third quarter. Vitti Looking over to Thompson.
They got the mismatch. Hand it off to Vitti. She's in the paint against Morad. Hard pass inside. Too hard for Vitti to control.
I think they were a little late recognizing the mismatch there and kind of forced a pass in. Clockers fortunately regained possession inbound in front of their own bench. Grady to Vitti. Vitti fires the three. Bang!
The clock strikes 3 for Ava Vitti once more.
Norwood lead down to 3 points.
Morad working inside. Good Euro stepping in.
You say Euro step, I say travel. Let's call the whole thing off. Nico with the ball for the Clockers. Feeding inside to Vitti. She couldn't handle it. Deflected. Oh, gotta say it's off Vitti.
Yeah, bounced off her knee in all that traffic.
Thought I had to catch some Mustang on the way out of bounds, but no. Nico's gonna get a breather on the bench. Limo's back into the game for the Clockers.
Ari Blake. Here's Morad. Baranowski finding that second big. Working inside the paint. Larkey once more.
Timeout Clockers.
Timeout.
Yeah, so the Clockers seem to have found a way to neutralize Baranowski, who had so many points in the first half, but it's leading to great opportunities for Larkey, and she's pulling the slack for the Mustangs.
Yeah, they've gotten Baranowski to stop shooting, but they haven't got her to stop passing, dishing out passes inside the paint that leads to those Larkey points.
Again, just incredible. Just a freshman. I mean, she has a long high school career ahead of her. So, Clockers down by 7, 3:02 to go, and I think that finally brings us to tonight's dad joke.
All right.
Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, here we go. Oh, let's see. I like to keep them basketball themed. So, why was the basketball court always wet?
Because they were hitting buckets?
Oh, that's a good guess. That's a good guess. No, it's because the players are always dribbling.
Ah, okay. I think I got a different joke. I got the answer to a different version of it.
So you had a punchline for a joke I didn't ask.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So again, you're encouraged to submit your own dad joke or pun, whatever you'd like here on the chat. We're looking for some nominations, of course, for Clocker of the Game. Rob's not here tonight, so we can't really call it the Silver Star, the silver medal. Silver medal.
Yep.
Back to the play, back to the action at hand here. Abby Rosenfeld bringing the ball up for the Clockers, guarded heavily by Larkey. Tries to drive in with that left hand, can't get it to fall. Ball's loose all over the court. Grabbed by the Clockers. Rosenfeld gets into trouble and leads to a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Mustangs. 2:40 and counting to go here in the third quarter. Clockers down by 7.
Yeah, because when a player hits a lot of baskets in a row, you say they're wet. So that's why I thought you said, why is the court wet?
Good defense by Abby. Knocks that one out of bounds. It'll stay Norwood ball. 2:27 to go in the quarter. 19 on the shot clock. That backdoor cut. Larkey again. Abby pushing the ball up for the Clockers. Got it by Larkey. Pass into the corner to Thompson. That one's going to be, that's a foul called on Ari Blake, her first. Clockers in the bonus. So Thompson will go to the line here to shoot 2.
Thompson now in double digits. Second one short, rebounded by Blake. Morad driving down the baseline. Back to the top of the key goes Blake. Lost the dribble for a second. Wilson's able to get the rebound, fighting for the ball. They're going to call jump, and that will angle Clocker's direction.
These refs are letting them play. There was a lot of physical play on that last possession. Clockers out the arrow, so they'll inbound. Rosenfeld bringing the ball up. We're under 1:45 to go in the third quarter. Wilson for a quick three off the front iron, no good. Lemos the rebound, back up top. Rosenfeld from long distance off the mark. Cordani comes down with the rebound, brings it up herself.
They left her wide open until she got to the three. Morad driving inside, left-hand finish, no good. Baranowski gets her own rebound, second time once more, and a foul will be called.
I mean, it's pretty much the only way they can stop her right now. It's just the height advantage is just so great. So Layla Grady's going to get called for that one, her second.
That one barely even touched the net.
She hit them both. Clocker deficit down is now at 10.
Vitti trying to get that screen to find the three. Lost her dribble, has to give it up to Wilson. Rosenfeld for three. Once more, no good, but they're fighting for the ball. Mustangs ball.
Yep, on the jump. Vanessa Thompson checks back in. Lemos heads to the bench. Final 49.7 seconds left here in the third quarter as the Mustangs bring the ball up court.
Good hands by Grady to get that one free for a second. Morad out in the corner.
Vanessa Thompson again with another steal.
That'll bring her to the line.
That one's going to get called on Mo Larkey, her first.
Yeah, they're in the bonus, so she'll head to the line for two more. 31.2 seconds left in the third quarter. Clocker's down by 10. Gets both of them to go.
Okay, final 30 seconds. Shot clock is off. Feeding inside to Baranowski. There's a lot of steps on that one. Clocker's looking for that travel call. Didn't get it. So Baranowski with another field goal. There's Rosenfeld. To Wilson back up top. Vitti for three. Rattles home.
Calling for the ball. She finally gets it, puts it away. That one off in time, but too high.
Okay, so that brings us to the end of the third quarter with Norwood up 45-38 over the Clockers. We'll take a quick break. Word from our sponsors. You're watching Ashland Girls Varsity Basketball on WACA.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Townhouse. Pizza, subs, roast beef, and more. Be sure to fill up with the Buffalo Chicken Calzone that's been called one of the best in the area. Located at 300 Elliott Street in Ashland, give them a call at 508-881-3010 or find them on the web at townhousepizzaroastbeef.com.
All right, we're back for fourth quarter action at WACA-TV. The Clockers trailing by 7. Sorry, quick math right there. 45-38. I'm Daniel Vetstein. Beside me, Josh Abrams. We're underway for the last couple of minutes of this game and starting the fourth quarter off with a turnover for the Clockers. Thompson guarding Morad as she works her way to the top of the key. Baranowski back to Morad, left-hand finish, no. And a foul will be called. Looks like it will be on Wilson.
Oh, they called it against the Mustangs.
Offensive foul, all right.
I think we're both a little stunned by that call. I think I say Grady stepped on the baseline. Okay. Larkey bringing the ball up for the Mustangs. Passing up top. Mustangs working the perimeter right now. Baranowski keeps flashing the lane. Well, there's Larkey all alone for a moment. Clockers defense converges on her, forces the ball out of bounds. But Mustangs will hold on to possession. 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Inbounds to Morad, gets an easy one up and in. I have that as only her second basket, is that right?
I've got it as her second of the half. I have her with one in the first.
Okay.
The double dribble on Ava. So again, the mental mistakes catching up with the Clockers right now. Norwood lead with 7 points at the end of the third quarter. It's 9 right now with 6:45 and counting to go in the game. Feeding inside of Baranowski. I think Thompson lost her footing there. Baranowski has an uncontested layup. Nico pressing the ball up.
They have the matchup with Vitti, but just bad pass to get it to her. Grady almost got that one three. Morad dribbling, has a lane straight to the basket, and good hands by Thompson to get that one loose. Rosenfeld and Lemos in for the Clockers. Baranowski sits down for the Mustangs, so now's the time for Vitti to come alive.
Norwood moves it around, 3 ball off the mark. Rebound for a moment by the Clockers as Nico crashing the boards. I think got a foul called on Cece Becker. So got her with 2 fouls now. Here's Ava to Rosenfeld. Thompson at the top of the key. Dribbling through a lot of traffic, doesn't get the call, leads to a turnover. Oh, Nico just missed intercepting that one. Instead, it's an easy hoop for Isabella Morgan. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. Again, the Clockers had been trailing by 7 at the end of the third quarter. That lead is now ballooned 13 points for Norwood. They're up 51-38 with 5:47 to go in the game.
Yeah, it's starting to slip away for the Clockers. Past 2 games, they've come up short against better teams. Looks like might be the same outcome once more. They're only 3-12. They're 36th in Division II of the MIAA Power Rankings. And this Norwood team is second. They're 11-3. And being that close between the difference of the levels of these 2 teams, when you look at it on paper, it's pretty impressive.
Absolutely. And again, I mean, early on in this game, the Clockers were hanging right with the Mustangs. I think it caught them a little bit off guard, although not too much off guard. I was talking to Coach Kristen McDonald before the game, and she was very complimentary of that Ashland team. She said she caught some of their game against Westwood, and you know, they're a tough team. She was not looking forward to playing the Clockers tonight. They're like the proverbial team nobody wants to face right now, despite the 3-12 record.
Yeah.
So do want to take a moment before we head back into the action and thank tonight's crew, Jeff Hall, Brady Montecito, and Luis Miranda. They're the magic behind the audio and video, letting us bring the game to you tonight, live stream and on demand on YouTube. Back to the action at hand. Nico bringing the ball up, met right at center court by Larkey. She fires a quick outside shot, no good, tries to follow the rebound, but Larkey there first.
U-Star is playing full court D. It looks like Pat Leslie switched up the defense strategy here with only 5:30 left to play in the game. Larkey kicks out to Becker. Becker for three, good.
A little bit of an unusual form, but it found the bottom of the net. So make it a 16-point lead for the Mustangs. Vitti driving inside. Shot got altered, no good. Here come the Mustangs.
She said her hair got pulled. Didn't get any call there.
Pass went over a couple of outstretched arms, but Grace Connell collected and connected. 4:48 and counting to go. Clockers down 56-38.
U-Star is driving in like she likes to do.
She had the lane, just couldn't get the angle to get that ball to fall. Mustangs bring it right back up.
Larkey off to Connell. Becker tries to force it inside. Off of Lemos, it'll stay Mustangs ball. The three from Becker is good once again.
Now, Moran has this thing. She likes to drive baseline, has no intention of putting a shot up, and just kicked it out to a wide open Cece Becker for three. Got a foul on the floor. This one's going to be called on Ava Morad, her first. Thompson inbounds, soft pass, no good there. Blocked aside, and the Mustangs end up with it.
Connell working inside the paint. Didn't get the bounce she wanted. Thompson staying in bounds. She dribbles up with pace as she always does. Kicks out, the catch and shoot. No good from Rosenfeld. Thompson once again in the fight for the ball.
Good effort by Lemo. She was late getting to the rebound, but was able to tie it up and force the jump. But it'll be Mustang possession. Merloni checks in for Eustaris. I think every player on the bench tonight has gotten some time except for Kiana Parekh, coming up from JV, fill in for some missing players.
The three is off the mark, but Connell fighting for the rebound. Another jump ball. This one, Clockers.
Lemos again.
Yeah, she definitely works super hard on both sides of the glass, fighting for as many rebounds as possible. You can see it right there. Has a good amount so far in this game.
So Lemos forced back-to-back jumps, and her reward is a seat on the bench. That shot gets blocked aside, and the Mustangs come back up court.
Foul on Rosenfeld. Looks like a little bit of contact after. They're okay.
Yeah, but got a little too aggressive, basically wrapping her arms around the Mustang. Unfortunately, got an inadvertent elbow after the whistle. She's okay. Mustangs tried again to catch a cutting Grace Connell. Didn't work out. So Clockers will inbound here with just under 3 minutes to go in the game. Rosenfeld brings the ball up. Passing to Vanessa Thompson, who wasn't aware the pass was coming. Ball goes out of bounds. Mustangs are starting to go a little bit deeper into their bench at this point. They've got a comfortable lead, 59-38 with 2:45 to go.
Connell working inside. Once more, a jump ball. We got to have a jump ball counter for these games.
We'll have to start tracking that. Another timeout called here by Coach Pat Leslie. 2:37 to go. And you got to credit the Clockers. I mean, that is a lot of jump balls that they're forcing. And, I mean, that's a gamble, right? You could very easily get called for the reach in, but much more often than not, they're able to force a jump. So we just want to say thanks one more time tonight to our sponsors, Townhouse Pizza and Roast Beef, as well as Marathon Deli, a couple of high-quality dining options here in Ashland. And again, if you're just joining us, a reminder that our next game, at least for girls varsity basketball, will be this Friday. You'll have Daniel and I back for the call on that one. It's Blackstone Valley Regional VOTEC. I'm sorry, let me correct myself here. Next game for the Clockers, for the Lady Clockers, is Friday at Dedham at 6. Their final home game is Monday at 6 against Blackstone Valley Regional VOTEC. Daniel and I have the call on that one. We are not driving to Dedham on Friday.
Yeah, well, WACA is covering the boys' basketball game that Friday.
That's true.
Yeah, and I'll be here.
Okay, play resumes. Again, 2:37 to go in the game. Norwood inbounds. 3-ball attempt off the front iron, no good. Rebound Clockers. Here comes Ava Vitti, one-on-one, driving the right side of the lane, pulls up, fires, and scores. Hard-earned 2 for Vitti on that one. Abby Rosenfeld forced a little pressure there, almost forced the turnover. Open shot from the corner for the Mustangs, nothing but air, out of bounds. Clocker ball. Rosenfeld has an opening, fires and swishes. Her first points of the night, in fact.
Yeah, good play that got Drew up on the fly. Just a screen for the shooter. Time winding down. Clockers want to get it to as little points as possible before the final buzzer sounds. Connell kicks it out. Here's Becker. Curran. Becker. Inside. O'Neal gets it to go. That's Ava O'Neal.
Have a little butter with that roll. Rosenfeld thought she was going to fire again from long distance. Here's Grady driving, kicking it back out to Thompson. Minute 15 to go. Vitti driving baseline, pulls up and fires, scores and gets the foul. So minute 11 to go. Vitti trying to complete a three-point play. Lemos checks in for Thompson. I've got Thompson on the night with 12.
Yep.
Vitti hits the free throw. Minute 10 and counting to go here in the game. Clockers down by 15. Norwood with the ball.
Becker had the lane, decides to pass.
Yeah, she had a wide open lane and elected not to take it.
Somehow, some way, that got through to Curran.
I think that tipped off 3 different Clockers on the way. Long 3-ball attempt as time was expiring on the shot clock. Doesn't fall, and here comes Vitti, 2-on-1 on the fast break. No foul, no charge, no shot. Rebound ends up with the Mustangs. Final 23 seconds to go here.
Clocker's not okay with letting
That's
this
a
shot
carry.
clock come out.
If you're going to do that right in front of the ref, you got to expect the whistle. Okay, there's Kiana coming in for the final few seconds of the game. She'll inbound in front of the scorer's table. Got it to Vitti. Guarded by Curran. Vitti stops, pops the three, just off the mark. Curran lets it go out of bounds. It'll be Mustang ball with 5 seconds to go.
They inbound to Becker. And that'll do it. 61 to 46. Mustangs over the Clockers with really a high-intensity game throughout all 4 quarters. Clockers put up a great fight.
Absolutely. Again, game just got a little bit away from them there in the 4th quarter, turned into a double-digit lead. But Clockers were hanging tough. I mean, it was only a 4-point deficit after the first. It did balloon to 9 at the half, but there were moments there. Again, I don't think the Clockers ever led in this one, but they did tie it up a number of times against an opponent with a much better record, much higher in the power rankings. But again, as we've said many times this season, again, it's a 3-13 record. We're seeing the growing pains, but again, we're seeing improvement game to game to game, and I think the future looks pretty bright for this Clocker club. Yeah.
Surely next year we'll see a huge difference with some of these freshmen. So many freshmen on this team, they're going to have to develop. We'll just see how good they become the next couple of seasons.
Absolutely. So that brings us to the big question of the night. Daniel, who do you have as your most valuable Clocker of the night?
I have Ava Vitti.
Okay, that's a solid pick with all the points, sure. I do want to give a hat tip to Vanessa Thompson. She played a really, really good game. She's stepping up. I feel like, the last couple of games I've seen her play, she's really been showing a lot of improvement. So, again, she had plenty of points tonight to go with all those steals. Again, she's part of the All-State team, right? The good hands. Okay, any other final thoughts?
No, just a quick point recap. Top scorer for the Clockers with Vitti, I have her at 21. And then for the other side, huge scoring for Larkey and Baranowski. I have Baranowski at 18, and same with Larkey. So 2 tied high scores there for the Mustangs.
Yeah, it seemed like it was Baranowski in the first half and Larkey in the second half.
And then Becker with 10, Morad 6, O'Neill, Connell, Blake, Cordani, and Morgan. The rest of the points just with 2. Eustaris with 2, Rosenfeld with a 3, Lemos with a 3, Grady with 5, and that sums up the scoring for both of these teams.
Okay. So again, your final tonight, the Norwood Mustangs 61, your Ashland Clockers 46. For Daniel Vetstein, I'm Josh Abrams. We'll catch you here on the on the camera. Thank you, Brady. And the two of us will see you back here on WACA Monday night at 6 when Ashland Girls Varsity plays Blackstone Valley Regional Votech. Thanks, everybody, for watching, and go Clockers.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Marathon Deli. Marathon Deli offers a full range of lunch and dinner items for dining or catering. Fine cold cuts, cheeses, and meats also available, in addition to specialty wraps such as the Mayflower wrap as well as the Honey Bee wrap. They'll be sure to get your mouth watering. Serving Metro West for over 24 years, give them a call at 508-231-1859 or find them on the web at marathondeli.com.